My name is Mariam Yvette Briskar, and this poem is called Women of the 1980s. They came from the municipalities, the cantones, the in-between, children of campesinos, day laborers, drudges. They crossed water and deserts and left children, elders, husbands. They were children, lovers, spouses, mothers, elders, vagabond, escapists. They prayed in the back of trucks so hard the Virgin Mother revealed herself at checkpoint to offer the miracle crossing of another boundary. Something was happening to them. So much had happened where they left. They changed the swelling cities, but the cities changed them. They gathered burn marks, bruises on their arms in kitchens, in hotels, and other homes. They hid their names behind other names. They learned and did not learn new language. They crossed themselves waiting for buses, car rides, late night, early in the morning. They entered apartments at twilight, where they laid beside sisters, friends, lovers. What were they dreaming as they slipped into their kitten heels, hair cut short, Madonna-like, lips painted red, dancing in the discotecas downtown, uptown, outside the loop? They guarded pictures in their purses. They guarded themselves. They married for love, married without it, and they did not marry. And they loved, they learned, and they did not love. Learned to find and tuck themselves into their secret streams. The many things they would not tell their children. With illicit seeds, they grow what they left behind among the brush, little stems, memorials, now adornments at their windows. About this poem. I wanted to clear ground to begin to tell the story of the migrant women of my mother's generation. I wanted to name who they were without giving them away, and to begin to describe the vibrant, difficult, adventurous, and capacious lives that they had already lived before I knew them. I hope that what I've written here plants a sapling for the stories that have yet to be told, about them and women like them, with complexity, love, permission, and care.
I seen a shooting star tonight, girl, and I thought of you. You were trying to break into another world, was a world that I never knew. And I guess I always wondered if you'd ever made it through. Shooting star tonight, and I thought of you. Shooting star tonight, girl, I thought of me. Was I still the same? Had I ever became what you wanted me to be? But I guess I missed the mark, overstepped the line only you could see. Was a shooting star tonight, and I thought of me. Listen to the engines, listen to the bells, listen to the fire truck from hell goes rolling by, and all good people are praying. Was the last account, last time you might hear that sermon on the mount, yeah. The last radio play. starry night. Girl, it just slipped away, and tomorrow is just another lonely Sunday. I never said the things to you that you needed to hear me say. Was a shooting star tonight, girl, it slipped away.
Jimmy Webb is a Grammy Award-winning songwriter and former Inland Empire resident. He should be familiar to regular viewers of Tales from the IE. Webb graduated from Colton High School in 1964. He played trumpet in the Yellow Jacket Marching Band. He then attended San Bernardino Valley College, taking music classes before relocating to Los Angeles to begin his songwriting career. On July 12, 2023, Webb took a retrospective look back at his most famous compositions at the Coach House Concert Theater in San Juan Capistrano, California. It was just Jimmy Webb, a grand piano, and 12 of his treasure trove of timeless tunes. His appreciative audience sold out the venue. Webb began the concert by performing Highwayman. It was originally recorded in 1985 by country music supergroup The Highwaymen, who named themselves after the song title. The group was made up of Waylon Jennings, Willie Nelson, Johnny Cash, and Chris Christopherson. Their recording went to #1 on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart and earned Jimmy Webb a Grammy Award for the Best Country Song of 1985. The second song performed was Galveston. Webb said it was his take on Vietnam War soldiers yearning to finish their tour of duty and returning home safely to their loved ones. Webb said, "I was not a big fan of the war in Vietnam, but I surely do appreciate the lads who went over and did kind of an ugly job that nobody else wanted to do. And this is a song that I wrote for them. I've spoken to many of them since, and they've told me that they heard me loud and clear. And that means a hell of a lot." When Webb auditioned the song for Glenn Campbell, he played it in what he called an elegiac tempo and a little tear in my voice. The March 1969 release by Glenn Campbell went to #1 on the Billboard Hot Country Songs chart and #4 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. But some of the lyrics were changed, and Campbell sang it at a faster tempo that Webb felt downplayed the serious aspects of the song. Webb told the audience, "I'm not complaining. I never sent any checks back, ladies and gentlemen. As long as the check came in, it was a great record. If I had any disappointments, I kept them to myself." The third number Webb performed was his breakthrough composition, Up, Up, and Away. It was first recorded by the Fifth Dimension and released in April 1967. By June, it had reached #7 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. The song won 8 Grammys for the group and Jimmy Webb, including Record of the Year, Song of the Year, Best Performance by a Vocal Group, Best Contemporary Group Performance, and Best Contemporary Single. Webb said, "The thing that kicked it all off for me was a guy named Johnny Rivers, who owned a record company called Soul City." Rivers put Webb to work with the Versatiles, who later became the Fifth Dimension. Webb said, "Johnny Rivers left me in charge of these 5 wonderful talents." Webb continued, "And I just started slipping my songs into the pile. I taught them all a bunch of Jimmy Webb songs. The only one that really hung in there for me was Up, Up, and Away. The song had its origin in the Inland Empire." In January 1967, San Bernardino radio station KMEN hyped its latest promotion, a hot air balloon with the Cayman logo prominently displayed. They called it the Prophet's Magnificent Flying Machine. The Prophet was Cayman disc jockey William F. Williams. The first flight launched on January 21, 1967, from the parking lot of Harry's Roller Rink, located on South E Street in San Bernardino. Entertainment was provided by Colton band the North Side Moss. During one balloon flight, Cayman disc jockey Williams told Jimmy Webb about his plans to write a screenplay about young people hot air ballooning. It was to be similar in style to the Beach Party movies, but he needed a theme song for the project. Webb took up the challenge and went to the San Bernardino Valley College music room and composed the song in less than an hour and a half. The movie was never made, so Up, Up, and Away became a part of Webb's compositions portfolio until it was offered to the Fifth Dimension. The 4th song played at the Coach House was Didn't We? The tune was recorded by actor-singer James Darren and released in June 1967, but the single failed to chart nationally. Webb was credited by his full name, Jimmy Lane Webb. In May 1968, Didn't We appeared on the B-side of MacArthur Park as performed by Irish actor-singer Richard Harris. In June 1969, it was re-released as the A-side of a single. It reached number 63 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. Frank Sinatra was one of Jimmy Webb's musical heroes. Sinatra asked Webb if he had any songs for him. Frank Sinatra was such an imposing presence that even to this day, Webb can't call him Frank, only Mr. Sinatra. Webb said of Sinatra, "He was very kind to me and invited me over time after time to play songs. Those visits paid off as Old Blue Eyes recorded a version of Didn't We for his 1969 album, My Way." Sinatra's LP featured songs by other young songwriters, so Sinatra put Webb in the company of such elite artists as Ray Charles, John Lennon, Paul McCartney, Paul Simon, and Stevie Wonder. Barbra Streisand performed Didn't We on her 1972 album Live Concert at the Forum. Released as a single in December 1972, it reached number 82 on the Billboard Hot 100 chart. In Part 2, songs 5 through 8 that Jimmy Webb performed at the Coach House are reviewed.
Julie. Now listen. Guess who's here to talk to you? Who's that? That was my new talking Barbie. A talking Barbie? I'm going to come on over right now. Let's just see what she says this time.
Stacy and I are having a tea.
Who's Stacy? That's my other surprise. She's Barbie's new friend. She talks too.
Now Barbie talks, and so does her new friend, Stacy.
Let's go back in the Me, Myself, and I and see what are the random thing we can grab out of here to talk about. Everybody should be connected to and enjoy NRBQ, the new rhythm and blues quartet, who kept the fire of rock and roll music alive and turned out to be a very quirky, wonderful band in every iteration. If you can get to see even some of their live DVDs, that it's really great to see this original, well, almost original, but the most fun version with Joey on bass and Al Anderson on guitar, Tom on the drums, and the crazy Terry Adams on clavinet mostly. It's a music that is joyful and full of spirit, and so everything I could ever find, I have all the albums, I have the this really cool High Noon 50-year retrospective of NRBQ that captures a lot of their music from 1966 all the way up until, there's still a variation of that group right now, so here's a good way to catch them on disc. And in these live versions, NRBQ 1 in a Million, NRBQ Live in Performance. Al Anderson isn't in this, but it doesn't matter. Well, it sort of matters. With the whole wheat horns here, live in 1982, NRBQ. Anything. Tap dancing bats, grooves in orbit, any NRBQ album is fun, it's smart, there's things of beauty, and just clever rock and roll music. Enjoy.
every single day, every single mile away. You held my hand, thinking I'd understand. Every single time, every thought went through my mind. You held my hand, thinking I'd understand. Maybe I told you that the hour's coming soon. Maybe I told you about the how we used to do. People stand in line, ready for to climb. Every day is borrowed time. And this is what I want, this is what I really need. I'm coming down clean, I need to hold on to me. And this is what you said, this is what you really said. Darling, see the light. There's always some sad in life. Maybe I told you that the hour's coming soon. Maybe I told you about the how we used to do. People stand in line, waiting for to climb. Every day's borrowed time. Every day's borrowed time. Every single lie, every single said goodbye, your heart to satisfy. Seeing our chance go by. Every single time, every thought went through our minds. Holding tight, trying with all of might. Maybe I told you that the hour's coming soon. Maybe I told you about the how we used to do. People stand in line, ready for to climb. Every day's borrowed time. Every day's borrowed time. Every day's borrowed time. just a little bit.